hear the packs almost every night. Lollitwapas said hahaha blind husband.
The water is so pretty here. Is it always nicer than where we go?
Evgeny said he just finished work.
Hopefully, you guys can hear me.
He's like having a fit. Do something! Oh my god! Yeah!
Yo, what's going on? That was a more jarring. Hold on, we'll let this finish up and then I'll tell you what happened. Fire up some lights for you guys, so you can see my shining, smiling face. Ooh.
I don't even know where he came out of.
I don't either.
Yeah! He's super excited. Yeah!
And what button do I press? I forget. Oh yeah, this one. I'm all discombobulated. So much weirdness just happened. There we go, there we go, there we go. I think things are working. I'm getting messages from people. Hold on,
Patagu one Bouncy Pete.
Hey, Bouncy Pete. That's one of my brand new emojis.
Evgeny said ha 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 ha. At Brody Huggins J8K asks, hey Pete,
Yo.
have you ever heard of PJ Masks?
No, I've never heard of PJ Masks.
At
But
LBK 5953 said what up Pete?
what up, LBK 5953?
Evgeny said sorry about your board.
Yeah, the board. Hold on. I'm all.
Lollitwapas said Patago one Bouncy Pete Patago one Bouncy Pete Patago one Bouncy Pete Patago one Bouncy Pete Patago one.
All right, that's Lola Tupas using my new Bouncy Pete emoji. I think that's the one that Mad Hunker / LT made for me, which I appreciate. Thank you. I got a message here from Joni asking if she messed up, and I think I messed up. I was getting a new Streamlabs bot that was supposed to be helping out with the spam messages, and I think I accidentally removed some, if not all of the mods, which I should not be saying out loud, but we'll get that fixed shortly. Just before the show, I was setting up Petey the Penguin over here, and the surfboard fell down on me noggin. Hold on, let's fire off the sponsor. Like I said, oh, that's not it.
That's brought to you by Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Order a mystery box, pump the nozzle, and see if you can determine the scent just by smell. When you're ready to know for sure, peel to reveal. Order today at blindpenguin.com.
Yes, indeed. That's what Banana's doing right now. She's actually downstairs making more Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. She's mixing up the formulas, and after the show this evening, I'll be down there packing boxes and putting things together and getting it all ready because we have a video dropping tomorrow, which I think people are gonna like. There's another Twitch streamer by the name of Kimmery Sky, who Lola Tupas actually sent her a mystery box of my Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap, and she seemed like, and she had no reason to pretend, she seemed like she was having the most fun ever smelling the smells. And so here's the funny thing, I never put directions in the box. I never explained to people that you're supposed to try and smell the soaps first, and then you have to peel the label to figure out what they are, just because I figured nobody would ever buy the soap unless they, knew what the heck it was. But Lola sent it to her as a complete surprise, and Kimmery just got it out of the box and then peeled one off and just read the name of the scent. I was like, no, that's not how it's supposed to go. But fortunately, Lola was in the chat with her and told her, no, you're supposed to try and guess it first. And then she did, and she said, this is my favorite game ever. It was really cute to hear how excited Kimmery got. So I'm going to be posting that tomorrow morning, and you guys can hear how much fun she had with the Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Don't forget to get your own bottles, mystery boxes, at blindpenguin.com. So, yes, right before the show, I was Hold on, what was that noise? I lost all the audio. Is the long and short of it. Let me actually see if you guys are there. I'm hoping I got some of it back. Because remember last week when I just like lost all the audio and we spent about an hour?
Button. At Scott Witty 954 says he isn't reading the chat.
At Terminape1 said redo.
Angel 3 Fry says tea party.
Lola Topples just cheered 200 bits. Pete ITI, so good to see you. Sorry for the emoji spam. I didn't know it reads them now.
Well, it's so on this voice, the voice that sounds a little more human.
Said,
that
cheer
one.
Pete, I so good TOCU.
Sorry
for the emoji spam.
So this voice,
I didn't know it reads them now.
would read them out loud. The one that doesn't have the chat up on the screen. Sorry, I'm really discombobulated. I'll get myself together in a second. This one does not read the emojis out loud.
6058 says HII
Hi, what's going on? Or you're talking to Petey. You're talking Petey Penguin. They're saying hi to you.
Blind says hi.
What's up, Strawberry Blind? Did it say blind? Or am I like putting that in? It either said Strawberry Blind or Strawberry Blonde. But yeah, so when this one is up, it doesn't read the emojis out loud.
At Joni BC says Scott, his text-to-speech isn't on all the time.
It's true. Joni is correct. My text-to-speech is not on all the time. I
Matt
put it up
Honker
every
says
once in a while.
emoji spamming is super common, especially during hype trains. At
Yeah.
James Gardner PZ3RL says I am here.
But when things get, what's up, James? Thanks for joining. You know, when emoji spamming happens, that just allows me to take the chat off the screen, and then I get the monologue. And we all know that I like to talk. I am keeping my phone very close to me for those of you that have my number, because I have no idea if this is going to be working for more than a minute or two. Like I was saying, I was trying to set up PD, and I have to feel past him. I don't think it was my fault, and so I try and line him up somewhere with the neon Pete sign there. I think I've been keeping this window. It's a window right behind me open for the past couple days. Try and get some air in here. And I think at the moment I was doing that, it just started to fall forward. And I was like, what is going on? I think the wind blew the curtains that hit the surfboard, that knocked over Petey, that knocked over that surfboard over there, that squished the, it was almost comical because when everything fell down, you heard, which of course was, if I put him up on the screen, that was,
at
what is
Huggins
that
J8K
noise?
says Pete. Have
Yes.
you also heard of PPG Powerpuff Girls? PPG is short for that.
No, I don't.
Lalaka
Well,
says
yeah.
LMAO.
I mean, I guess I know what the
At
Powerpuff
Ethan
Girls are.
T. says
Yo, hold on. Let me finish my story. So yeah, when I hit this guy, I'm squeezing Sam the chicken over there. So what the hell? Why did that get so loud? So the surfboard fell down. Sam the chicken yelled at me. Petey the penguin fell on the ground. My mixing board, which is over here, this thing, my Tascam Mixcast 4, which has been the bane of my existence, works sometimes, not always, and that's when you guys all start texting me being like, no audio, which is just an absolute blast. That thing got knocked and a bunch of the wires came out, so when I was just about to go live, there was no audio. And I was like, oh goody, good times, fun times to have no audio. So I tried to jury rig it all together at the very last second, and apparently you guys can hear me. I believe that you guys can hear me. I didn't even get to run downstairs and tell Banana I was doing the show. I just kind of like hit
at
go
Melorana
because
6058 says cool.
cool. So yeah, it seems like you guys in the chat, it seems like the people over on Twitch are checking out the new animated emojis, which I don't know. Are they fun? Are you having a good time with them? I think there's only 2. I think I only uploaded 2. LT Matt Honker sent me like 30 of them.
Lalaka says don't worry, Jenny and I were chatting.
Okay, you guys are keeping yourselves busy.
6058 says oh, I'm number 2. Still cool.
Number 2.
At Terminate1 says Pete. Why
Yo.
do I replace some mods with Streamlabs? At Starfire 8742 says hello again, Pete.
That was an error. I didn't
At
try and
Jenny says
replace
yuck, we had
anybody.
fun.
That's good. I'm just trying to take some of the load off the people and help with a couple of things. But no one was supposed to be replaced. If they got replaced, I'll get
Angel
that
3
fixed.
Fry says best emojis.
That's good to know. I mean, I feel like my original 5 emojis were pretty cool. If you're on Twitch and you don't, or if you're not on Twitch,
says heyo.
and you don't know what people are talking about, you got to come over to Twitch because we do have some pretty cool emojis. I mean, the best emojis are, of course, going to be from a blind guy, right? Like, I make the best emojis. One of them is me with my blind guy unboxing knife. This is my impression of a knife. Oh, great. I just said the KNIFE word. Uh-oh.
Lolatopause just redeemed blind guy taste test.
Oh, all right
Time
then.
for Pete to grab a goodie from the bucket.
So, what Lola just did is if you are on Twitch, you can make me do stuff if you've redeemed a bunch of channel points.
Lolatopause just cheered 200 bits.
Yes.
You don't have to do it right now.
I'll do it in a second. I'm actually kind of starving, and I am, now I'm going to need to like stress eat from everything that just happened. But yeah, so all the action is happening over on Twitch right now. So what Lola did is she just redeemed 4,000 channel points. You guys told me you wanted it to be higher. You thought it was too low. So it's 4,000 channel points, which seems like a lot, but I think Lola and a few others have a lot of them. You can redeem channel points to have a handful of different things happen. One of them is a blind guy taste test. So
It's time now for a blind guy taste test.
Roar! Yeah, I mean, I don't mind a little snack right now. If I can find the bucket. Where's the bucket? Here's the bucket. Yeah, the bucket o' snacks. Hold on, I'll put you guys on while I'm rooting around in my bucket o' snacks. So she redeemed the blind guy taste test.
It's like a little game.
It is a little game.
Boy Jaming 2855 says your mother.
Oh, that's nice.
Angel 3 Fry says much better price for the points.
All right, well that's cool.
At Foxes Now
long
Wall
as you guys
4134 says dude.
don't
I just
think it's-
finished watching your little clip of surfing that was so rad.
Oh, thank you for checking that one out
says
today.
It doesn't take much for the points to add up. Just
Well-
watch Pete on Twitch and you get rewards.
Yeah, just watch Pete on
Absurd Sitch
Twitch.
says it's Pete.
Yeah, what's up, Absurd Sitch?
19,662 says
What is
Light.
that? I feel like I want to try this.
6058 says bye Pete.
Bye. Where are you going?
Dankmfangel 420 says I got a lot of points.
All right, well,
Blind Husband says your microphone setup was amazing.
that's good.
Dankmfangel 420 says months worth lol.
Months.
Matt Honker says maybe the price not too low but you should have a good cool down time.
I-
Jenny says sorry about you hurting your fin on your board today, the one when you were surfing.
Oh, that made me sad. All right, hold on. There's too many things going on at once. So I don't know what this is. So someone said my microphone sounds good. That's good because this is actually like a real, actual expensive voiceover microphone. It's the Neumann TLM 103. I am doing a blind guy taste test. I reached in and found this, which feels like a weird, skinny Slim Jim. I don't even know. I'm curious to try and figure out what it is. Another person said they watched my clip. I posted a surfing blind episode today. I think it's episode 13 or something like that. And I caught this long ride, like all the way in. And it was just going for so long that I got so excited and I kind of forgot that I was probably approaching the shore as quickly as I was. And I ended up running the board into the damn shore. And it's the Machado Custom Sunday board, which is a 7-footer, way longer than I normally ride. And that's kind of the problem. When I'm riding a board that long, I don't exactly have a good feel of what's happening beneath me. So I couldn't really sense that I was in shallower water, and I ran the two fins into the shore. And Lola asked me in the comment section, like, was it a big fix? So the fin kind of started to rip out of the board. Now, I've broken a board in half before. And if you know anything about a surfboard, breaking it in half is a huge deal because there's a stringer, a strong thing that goes through the middle. And if you crack that, the integrity of the board is all screwed up. All I did was kind of rip the fin box out of the bottom. It's a big repair for the guy that had to do it, the Ding King, but it's not the end of the board. So he actually had to unglass everything, take the fin box out, reseat another one, glass it back up, and then put new fins in, or he put the same fins back in, I guess. So it seems like a big repair, but he got it done. I didn't ruin the board, which I was very thankful for. So that's what they're talking about. Surfing Blind episode, I think 13 or something like that. And yes, we're doing the blind guy taste test. I'll put you guys back up and see what you all have to say. You are there, right? I still have audio. Now I'm petrified.
Kimbo 14 says I didn't eat.
I'm eating. I didn't eat either. What did I have for
Kimbo
lunch? I
14
don't even know if
says
I had
looks
lunch today. All right,
Absurd
so
Sitch says shoot.
ooh,
Not much haha.
it feels like a gum. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was gonna be meat, but it feels like a
Lalajapa
gummy.
says I'm glad you were able to still use your board.
Yeah, well, I surfed
Absurd
it.
Sitch says long live the board.
I surfed it for that
At
session.
Tony BC says Adam Aranchi of the Turnip. You can leave a message for him by calling that number.
Oh yes, that's a
The
thank you,
King
Joni.
says this microphone is good, but I meant on top of Josh's head. Please continue that setup. I like hearing every word and nice and clear with no water.
That's a lot of work for
Kimbo
poor
14
Josh.
says I didn't realize surfboards were so complex.
I mean, think about what a surfboard does. Like I'm dropping off of it could be up to like a 6 or 8 foot wave, and especially the way I surf, dropping down pretty hard. And I'm like, kind of in the back, kind of in the middle, but like all of my weight and all the dropping, I hit the microphone. Sorry about that. slams into the board, again and again and again and again, and the thing doesn't snap in half. Like, surfboard material technology is pretty damn impressive. And yes, the microphone on Josh's head was pretty awesome, that you could hear clearly everything that we were doing out in the water. But it's a lot to ask Josh to surf with a camera on top of his head and manage to keep his head dry. This is the longest drawn-out taste test ever. Because the waves are... What is that? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, man, it's like sour, but like, yeah, it's pretty sour. It is covered in a ton of...
Strawgamer27 says at Lalatwipos, thanks for the sub.
Oh,
Kimbo14 says it's really cool.
Wait, why didn't I hear the sub?
Lalatwipos says you're welcome.
Was it from a while ago?
Streamlabs says if you join Pete on Twitch right now,
Hey,
Pete Gustin, you will be
it's
able to earn
working.
channel points, get
Okay.
custom emojis, and get a discount on the text-to-speech alerts. Plus,
There we
the
go.
chat is going off over there.
It's true.
Lalatwipos
All right.
says it was from a while ago.
Okay, that's cool.
At
'Cause,
Brody Huggins J8K says where did the blind guy taste test videos come from? At Crispy111 says remind me of the movie Surf Up.
I had one of my many injuries. I wonder what this is. I don't know if I've ripped the thing. It's probably hard to read. It is actually kind of delicious. This is I'm trying to figure out what flavor it is. I don't. I'll try and hold it up to you guys. Trying to figure. It tastes kind of like lemonade, like a sour pink lemonade. I don't know if that's the front, or that's the front, or maybe that's the front. I mean, who knows? There's so many possibilities that that it could be the front of, but it's actually really good. So thank you, Lola, for making me eat
At
this thing.
Surtsage says at Brody probably from needing to taste things to figure out what they are cause he's blind lol.
Basically. Now the series Blind Guy Taste Test, which you'd have to look back. I feel like it was 2023.
At Foxes Now Wolf 4134 says dude, you just
What's
eating
that?
that makes my mouth water. I remember it always made my mouth water when I ate it.
Oh, so you know what it
At
is?
James Gardner PZ3RL says can we say hi to Banana?
She's
Lalatwipos
downstairs
says,
making
it
soap.
looks like the ice slushy gummy.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense because it
At
totally
Margarita
tastes like a.
1829 says fruit. At
I don't
Leanne
know.
Gleason 2724 says Pete you have the best microphone voice ever.
Thank you.
At
Thank
Tom
God.
1 says you're awesome buddy.
That helps with my
At Surtsage
career.
says this snack is the icy mix it up sour belts. It's
Oh,
called.
all right. The icy
Kimbo
mix it
14
up.
says ooh that sounds good. Matt Honker says you are tasting a rainbow strip.
Okay, cool. I mean, it's actually friggin'
At
delicious.
Now Wolf 4134 says yes. I know what
I'll
it
be-
is. They have
I'll be
different
honest
kinds of
with
those
you.
candies.
It is super delicious. I kind of love it. So, back in 2022 or 3, I don't know. All the years kind of run together.
Cortez25 just followed.
Thank you, Cortez25. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm excited to know that the Streamlabs thing is working. That is not Joni's replacement. There was just a bit of an error. But hey, we hit our follower goal with just one.
We reached our followers goal of 850. Thank you
850.
everyone.
Wow. Remember before Banana went on vacation? Hey, what's that one?
We reached our followers goal of 850. Thank you everyone.
Why'd it give me that twice? I don't know. Maybe someone unfollowed and then refollowed immediately. Okay. Well, but when Banana went on vacation not that long ago, I was at like 400 followers on.
At la_may_y_Corey_Cisa tip $5 through Super Chat.
Yeah.
PDMC Potester, I love your thingamabob you used to open the boxes. Hope you could get something unbelievably sour. We love you.
I do love the sour stuff. So this icy rainbow mix is absolutely delicious. Thank you for making me eat it. Usually I just take a bite and move on with my life. Somebody's here at the door. Might be the. Oop, let's see what this one is.
At LBK5953 tip $5 through Super Chat.
Thanks, LBK.
I just received my first mystery box of Blind Petey soap.
Nice. Blind Petey soap. It is Petey the Penguin. I hope you have fun with it. I've everybody's either being extraordinarily nice. Skylar, stop yelling. Well, I gotta tell her to stop yelling. Did I not leave her door open? Poor baby. She gets all excited when someone's out front. She's like, I want to go outside and I want to walk too. Either everybody's being really nice or somehow Banana and I actually came up with a pretty amazing product. We burned through 1/3 of our entire initial first batch, our initial investment. And then I have to decide whether or not we're going to keep doing it But I mean, I'm having fun with it and people are enjoying it, so hopefully I will. But yeah, grab yours today at blindpenguin.com. So 2022, 2023, I'll eventually get through this story, I swear. I think I hurt my thumb, and I don't even remember doing it. Brooks and I were surfing, and we were just going through this rough, like really rough day. And we came in at the very end, and it was cold. It was like December, January out here, so the water temperature was like 56, something like that. And then I was like, man, my thumb kind of hurts. Like, I don't know what I did to it. And I tried going out surfing the next day with Nisha, and you think like, a thumb shouldn't be that super important for surfing, but boy was I wrong. Every time when you're paddling out, you need to grab your board and duck dive it and go under the waves. And because my thumb was sprained, I'd try and grab the board. I had no strength, and the board would rip out of my right hand and go flying off to the side. It actually whacked me in the nards pretty hard once. I was like, all right, well, I cannot grab my board. I cannot surf. So I was out of the water with the sprained thumb for, it was like 6 weeks. It was a while. And I wanted to keep making videos and interacting with people and putting up content and having fun. So I think it was Brooks might have came up with the idea. He just showed up one day with a Whopper and a Big Mac and a Coke from Burger King and a Coke from McDonald's and 2 fries. And we just did a taste test of all those things. And then we kind of made a series out of it. We were taste testing different tacos and make them at home pizzas like the Red Baron pizza or Freshetta or whatever the heck it was. And we did a whole long series of Blind Guy Taste Test, but much like most of my other long form videos, nobody watched them. So as soon as I got back to my thumb being fixed up, I went back to my surfing and regular content.
Apollo 1894 says Nisha tells him.
Sometimes.
Moderator says, do you hate the Grail surfboard that has shark written on it? Angel 3 Fry says, OLOL just salted. Kimbo 14 says, I'm getting hungry lol.
But this thing is
Anonymous
delicious.
57,733 says, are you blind?
Yeah.
At Denovan
Maybe
Oil
you are too.
5246 says, Pete is my goat.
Nice, thank
At
you.
Outdoors Gamer NW2PJ says hi.
Hi. I'm going to keep this thing in my pocket so I can ask Banana exactly what it is and so we can get more of them. I do like those sour straws. You ever had those things? Those are kind of delicious.
Anonymous 57,733 says 67.
Yeah, aren't you clever?
Said hi.
You're so clever.
Darth 3 says hi.
Hi, with this microphone you can hear me.
I'm glad you enjoyed your dinner lol.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what's going on inside.
At
The dogs are...
Huggins J8K says, do you know bubble guppies? I know this sounds absurd, but do you know it?
No, I don't know bubble
At
guppies.
says Pete, watch out. Lola might ship you 20 kilos of those.
She did ship me about...
410 says, I don't know if you remember me, my name is Stevie. I've called before.
What's up, Stevie?
Gamer 27 says, yeah, the sour straws are awesome.
Sour straws are awesome. I love sour.
Says, LOL Sage.
Yeah, and so Lola, she did. I have a bunch of stuff from her and from Sarah and from Matea Brown that I've unboxed it. I've done all the filming. It all needs to get edited. We have some more unboxings to come. Lola did send. She sent about a year's supply. I think it ended up being sour Skittles gummies. And there's a box, I don't know how many are in there, like 50 or something. And Nisha was here the other night. We were hanging out as a Wednesday night, and she's like, can I have one of these bags? I'm like, what? Can you have one of those bags? Yeah, you can definitely have one of those bags. So the phone number up on the screen, as Joni was explaining, I need to get back into this because I'm not doing the live calls anymore because I don't trust you people sometimes. But if you call that phone number, 760-517-6844, that should be up on the screen right now, you get put into the voicemail, and I have those checked. Or sometimes I pop in and check, and then I can, hold on. So in order to do it, let's see, I'd have to press this button, then this button, then I'd have to press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now it's time to check Pete's voicemail on the Blind Surfer Show.
So if you dial that phone number, 760-517-6844 that you see on your screen, people are like, why is there a phone number up? He's not taking phone calls. You will get into the voicemail system, and you can leave me a message, and if it's... let's check this first.
Lola Topors just cheered 200 bits.
Thank you, Lola.
I was hoping Nessia would be able to give it to her buddies she gives food to.
Yes.
Sometimes getting candy is a bit of a treat.
Yeah, I think now that I'm done with the filming, sometimes I hoard this stuff. I'm like, I might need the box. I'm going to send her off with a bunch of bags to some of her friends that might need a little bit of food. So thank you for that. Very much appreciated. So this is the one of the voicemails we got. I think we got 5 of them today, and hopefully we can make that a more regular feature if you guys want to start dialing 760-517-6844. Hopefully this
Hey,
works. Oh,
Pete. So,
yo.
I don't have very good vision either, so, call this number back, 616-315.
Oh, good.
If you ever want a music recommendation or something, I like a lot of music.
Okay. Yep. I, maybe in between voiceover sessions, maybe, right before the show or after the show, if I'm, feeling bored and want some musical recommendations, I'm sure that we have the unbleeped version of that somewhere. And, I will call you and you can give me some musical recommendation. Thank you for the call. What else do we have?
Do you ever respond to these voicemails? I wonder. Hope you're having a good one now.
I was a little quiet. He said, do I ever respond to these voicemails? I wonder. He said it kind of quiet, like he was like hiding under his bed when he did it. Do you ever respond to these voicemails? I haven't been responding to them because we haven't had a lot of them. But now that I've been promoting the number, it's been up on the screen for my sighted folks out there. It says 760-517-6844. If you want to call that any time of the day or night, I will respond to them on the next, the dogs are going nuts, on the next show where I have enough of these. Let's see what else we got.
Hello, Pete. My name is Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
I happen to be a young adult who is starting their first year of college this fall. I am one of your newer followers on your Facebook platform. I also happen to be visually impaired and really look up to what you've done. I actually had 2 questions for you. My first question is, what was your favorite part about being in college? And
Okay.
my second question is, what was the hardest part about attending college, being somebody with a visual impairment?
Now don't get me started.
Looking for perhaps some advice, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you for following me on Facebook. I didn't know. Actually, I have 30,000 followers on Facebook. And this show, there was a screw up the past couple shows. I wasn't live on Facebook, but we're back there tonight. The 8 people that watch every night, including Chloe. Hello. If you want to come over to a slightly more lively chat, I would recommend hitting up Twitch. Pete Gustin, come on over there. Just at our follower goal of 850. She was asking, what was my favorite part about college? My favorite part about college was just like being on my own. Not that I didn't love and appreciate living at home with my parents and having my mom like take care of everything and feed me and all that good stuff, but like I kind of enjoyed getting out of the house and enjoying freedom and making my own schedule, and but mostly I enjoyed like getting into the workforce, because I got into work as soon as I got to college. I kind of crammed all of my classes into Tuesdays and Thursdays from like 8 to 2 every day. This is a lot of barking going on out there. And I decided I want to just kind of get started on my job in radio, my career in radio. And I mean, here's the drawback to this microphone. It sounds amazing and I have to be careful with it, but you guys can hear everything. So it's probably been about a half an hour of just Skylar screaming. If she could calm down, that'd be great. Someone's definitely like in the street in the cul-de-sac, like playing with their kids, and Skylar's jealous. So I started my internship. I started college in September, and then in October I took my internship at a radio station. I started working at WRKO, and I just kind of enjoyed the whole like process of being on my own and getting into the world and getting a job. Which isn't, I think, what a lot of people enjoy about college, but more to the point, the college that I went to, the university that I went to, was Boston University, and they were so ill-prepared for someone visually impaired. I hope that whatever school you're going to, you look into their accommodations if you need them. They didn't have the ability to give me large print tests, which I could still kind of see at the time. They did not have the ability to put my books on tape. The audio books, it was up to a volunteer group in Brookline, the Recording for the Blind, and they read all of my textbooks to me. Boston University could not have been less prepared and more happy to take my money and do nothing above and beyond for it. I decided to graduate as quickly as I could because I absolutely hated it there. Did I learn how to be an adult? Did I do well? Yeah, all that stuff. But mostly I feel like I made my own experience because they did not help me at all. So, Chloe, wherever you're going to school, I would try and check in and be like, do you guys have any of the accommodations I might need? Hi, what's going on? We are still in the middle of Check Pete's voicemail, but when I start to monologue for a while, I like to make sure that you guys are still there. Oops, what did I just do? Too many buttons.
Says at Scott Witty 954 light hurts his eyes a lot to begin with. I doubt it.
Yeah,
at
she's
Big Bear
probably
RC
right.
says love the videos.
Thank you. I'm glad you do.
At Scott Witty 954 says you should wear glasses without lens just to mess with us.
I could, but I don't know. I don't need to look like a clown. Hold on. I'm going to finish the last couple of Check Pete's voicemails. Is this a new one right here?
Hey, so I was just wondering what got you into what you do, like the voiceover for like the trailers and stuff. I'm just, like, I don't know if it's called voice actor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know what it's called.
Voice actor.
But
voice
yeah,
acting.
I'm just wondering how you got into your line of work. That is all. Have a good night.
I feel like I've told that one. I don't want to bore people too much. Just at that time, I took that internship when I was 18 years old, my freshman year of college, and kind of was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I thought I wanted to be a radio host. I thought I wanted to be like Howard Stern or like a rock DJ, but I eventually found my way into voice acting. And because my internship was in radio, I really spent like 5 years only thinking voice actors did radio. I was like, yeah, radio. I was trying to pick up as many radio stations as I possibly could. And then I kind of grew up and learned the world of voice acting a little bit, and then I realized that there was stuff on TV as well. I started trying to get some TV jobs, and then I realized like the best voice actors were doing movie trailers, and I was like, I want to do that. So I spent 20 years trying to make my voice sound halfway decent, and finally started getting some work. Last one of Check Pete's voicemail.
I love your YouTube videos. It's amazing. I didn't know what to say, but that was one of the things I wanted to say. But I hope that you're doing well and that you get to 1 quadrillion subscribers.
Ooh,
Bye.
1 quadrillion. Okay, I see. The number says right on the screen 760-517-6844, and it says must be 18 plus. I think I know why that one got snuck by, because he wants me to get to 1 quadrillion subscribers on whatever platform he was watching. So yes, I can't even. How little was that kid? How young was he? And how does he know about the number of quadrillion? So thank you for watching. Oh, he said he was on YouTube. He said he loved my YouTube videos. So thank you for that. That is the first installment that we've had in a while of Check Pete's voicemail. Let me see if hold on. No, I'm not leaving. I'm just double checking stuff, making sure things are working. Yeah, because I had to completely jury rig all of the sound this evening. I need to keep checking in and making sure.
My favorite viewer ever.
Oh, there we go.
They're not 18. Pause.
I know they're not 18, but it sounded like that their parent was in the background. So I'm gonna go ahead and call that one parental consent for that one. What happened?
My favorite viewer ever. They're not 18 plus. Can you make fun of me, please? Can you make fun of me, please? It's okay. You can. YouTube.
How would I make fun of you? I don't even know who you are. I have no idea how I would make fun of you. All right, so sorry, I'm like nervous about the stupid text-to-speech. It's either really quiet or I broke it. Either nobody's saying anything. I bored everybody with Check Pete's voicemail. No, I can't hear it.
Can you make fun of me, please? It's okay. You can. Pause. My favorite viewer ever. YouTube.
Yeah, what's going on?
Me, please? It's YouTube.
It's stuck on that message.
Ad Prof moderator says the baseball guy stream is better than this.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Says, I promise we are here.
All right, that's good to know.
Siglint husband says, can you hear this?
Yes, I can. Thank you for.
Big Bear RC says, just say anything.
And who's this baseball guy?
Says, we have been listening to your story.
Okay, that's good. Who's this baseball guy, and why is his thing better than mine? I mean, I was just trying to be nice and let other people's
Jenny
voices
says, I
be
love
heard.
Listening.
Thank you, ABC Jenny. I gotta remember. Well, I don't mind monologuing. Ooh, what's that one gonna be?
Angeli Fries just redeemed 90 seconds of only the text-to-speech chat.
Well,
so it's time for Pete to shut up.
Okay, I'll put it on. But everybody was being kind of quiet. So the moment I hear, I got to sit here for 90. I will wait until I hear the first thing.
Says I am here. Witness ME.
I'll set a 90-second timer. You guys go crazy.
How ya doing? Haven't been in here in a minute.
Set timer for 90 seconds.
Says, hey guys, Twitch is better than YouTube.
90 seconds starting now.
Strawgamer27 says the Check voicemail session was awesome. Absurd Sitch says beat 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 beat.
No, don't do that.
Lalatwipa says you should all come over to Twitch. Siglint husband says he won't be able to do it. He wasn't able to yesterday. Lol. Mad Honker says I just accepted emote attribution. You don't have to attribute me. They are yours, not mine.
At Blocks98 tip $20 through Super Chat. I still love watching you. If your Super Chat is verbally produced for YouTube, but just so you know, you are being watched on my phone, my Xbox is playing Minecraft, and PC is playing a random movie that's playing.
I have to respond to that. I'll reset the timer for 90. If someone comes in and drops $20, I can't sit there and be quiet. That's just rude. I understand. All right, I blew it again. I was supposed to be quiet for 90 seconds and let the chat just do its own thing, but someone just dropped $20 to tell me that they are playing Xbox and listening/watching me at the same exact time. I am super thrilled to be your background noise, keeping you company. I hope you're winning at your game of Xbox. And you're right. I'm supposed to shut up. I can't even shut up for 90 seconds. How bad am I? Oh. Let's see what this one is.
Dankmfangel 420 just redeemed voiceover voice. Activate. So it's time for Pete to break out
At
his big
Blocks98
voice.
tip $20 through Super Chat. That answers that question.
All right. So that's all right. Stop. I'm going to stop that. All right. Now I've got a bunch of stuff I got to redeem. So that we'll finish that. We'll do 90 seconds of me shutting up and just listening to the chat.
I would stick them everywhere.
Because you guys
At Jen
paid
says
for
yay.
it. Set timer for 90 seconds.
111 says that was a lot.
90 seconds starting now.
Go.
Severin Fisherman 27 says made it back from my vacation today. Lalatwipa says if you were cool you would follow on Twitch. Lalatwipa says you might get a gifted sub. Dankmfangel 420 says can you be quiet and use your voice over voice. Angel 3 Fry says haha you didn't have to start the timer over but thanks. Lalatwipa says you could probably get gifted sub. At Big Funny Giant says oof. Figlin says whoever donated all that money. Thanks a lot.
At Blocks98 tip $20 through Super Chat. Love you.
I love you too. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to the chat. I love you. You just paid $40.
Bandit says man how funny would it be if nobody said anything. At Crispy 111 says then it gets quiet lol. At Brody Huggins J8K says do you know Nickelback aka the internet's favorite punching bag? They get a lot of hate for some reason. Great music though, saw the live 2 years ago. At Streamlabs says Brody Huggins J8K, please refrain sending long messages. Bagart the Great One says the $20 super chats are awesome. Lalatwipa says see these games are fun, it makes Pete laugh. At Big Bear RC says I'm worse than you with the talking, I either have to watch or listen to something but I have ads so that's my excuse. At Lamite.
At Blocks98 tip $20 through Super Chat. 60 now 80.
There we go. Thank you, I hit the 90 seconds. I did it. I did it for that one. I managed to stay quiet for 90 seconds. I had to acknowledge the 20, 40, 60, 80 that was coming in from Blocks because I feel like it's super, especially if they just happen to tune in. They're like, why is this guy sitting here not saying anything? So I wanted to say thank you for the super chats. I really appreciate that. Thank you also, Angel 3 Fries, which got read differently at different time. And don't forget, I didn't forget the other person redeemed the 2 minutes of voiceover. And then Angel, it said Angel 3 Fries in one voice and it was like Angel-y Fries on another one. There were 2 different voices. All right, so to redeem the voiceover for 2 minutes, I think I'm going to do another feature. I'm going to do another feature where I go to I got to get out of my Yahoo. Hold on, I'll put you guys up while I do this. Then you guys can chat amongst yourselves. And questions. All right, now I'm going to slow this down. Speaking rate 70%, 65%. All right, so for the 2 minutes of voiceover voice, I'm going to respond to the questions that I've gotten on the show. I'll try and see if I can do 5 of the questions.
Says I think I'm gonna order a box of Blind Penguin mystery soap Thursday.
I think you should. Absolutely. All right, so
Amatea Y Curry Sissa says I want you to make Blind Penguin stickers. Do you have the?
Hold on, I had to unplug you. So we're gonna do this. Someone's redeeming 2 minutes of Pete doing voiceover voice. So, all right, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna answer these questions. Is it gonna work? Hello. Why is it not?
How do you roll annoying notif? Uden _100 bullet.
All right, so.
Bullet. Uden _112. 3 of 9.
All right, you didn't
How
underscore
do you
12.
handle annoying notifications?
All right,
like
so
spam or ads?
I'll do 5 of these in a voiceover voice. So I have to fire off this. There we go. This is 2 minutes of voiceover voice. 2 minutes of me responding to questions using an over-the-top voice acting voice that I would never actually use in a voiceover session. But it's enough that people think, hey, that sounds cool.
Bullet. Night Sky. Bullet. Night Sky. Tom Bobston. Bullet. How do you handle annoying notifications, like spam or ads?
How do I handle annoying notifications like spam or ads? Well, I try and skip over them. However, with voiceover activated, you never really know where the end is, and you just end up listening to the stupid ad for longer than you want to. It's kind of like when you're reading a book, or like reading Game of Thrones. No, wait, reading... Oh, hold on.
At Blocks98 tip $50 through Super Chat. My final contribution to this lift for today. You shall hear from me eventually.
You are crushing me with cash, and I appreciate it. I love Blocks. I love Blocks. Blocks is the best, because Blocks just donated a buttload of cash, even though I was supposed to be doing other things. Although technically, I'm doing the thing I said I was going to do, while Blocks is still sending in all the super chats. I said I'd use the over-the-top voiceover voice, and I'm still doing it. But yeah, I was trying to think of, Lord of the Rings. And in those long periods when they're speaking in different languages, and there's blocks of text when everybody else just gets to skim over it, and I have to sit there and listen to the stupid text-to-speech read it. That's how I handle it, by suffering through it.
Bullet. Night Sky.
Hold on, what's the next question?
Bullet. Tom Bobston. 5 of 9. With the advancement of AI and more commercials using AI voices, do you think voiceover is still a future-proof career?
Do I think voiceover is a future-proof career? No. Unfortunately, a lot of people are using stupid AI in their commercials, but not good commercials. I feel like the top end of the business is still going to be fine for a while, because people like me are awesome at doing real voice acting.
Bullet. Kimbo 14. 7 of 9. What is the strangest place you have done a voiceover?
Kimbo wants to know the strangest place I've done a voiceover. I don't know if I've done it in a lot of strange places. I have, in the past, been at the beach and stuck my head in a cooler with soundproofing in it to try and do some voiceovers, but it's been a while.
Bullet. Ruby Redford 333. 9 of 9. Is there a method you recommend to get faster at listening comprehension? I'm legally blind and have been trying to learn to listen faster, but it hasn't been working out. Listen.
You need practice. There's no shortcut for practice. You have to practice. Let's do one more.
Specifically, Brian Moon Knight, specifically, have you started reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl books? Are you connected with the Talking Book Library in the Dark Mumble app?
That's funny. I literally just started reading Dungeon Crawler Carl last night. Like, I literally just downloaded that book on Audible. And no, I'm not connected with any. Hold on. Was that 2 minutes, by the way? Did I do 2 minutes of voiceover voice? Hold on, I'm trying to plug this back in. I can't find the hole. Where's the stupid hole? Oh, did it spin around on me? Oh, that's why it spun around. I'm trying to plug it into the top of the phone, and that's not where the USB-C port is. It's at the bottom. Thank you for playing along with Make Pete Do Stuff in a voiceover voice. Hopefully.
His Limp Husband says, yeah, Kim, he answered your question.
I did.
At Brody Huggins J8K says, have you tried a crossover with PPG and PJ Masks in that voice?
I don't know who
Jenny
those people
says I
are.
read faster than my husband and retain the information.
Yes.
Edwin Fisherman 27 says I'm having a real tough time acclimating from vacation back to home life.
So Dungeon Crawler Carl. Why is that microphone so loud? It shouldn't be that loud. Is it close to my face? I don't know where it is. There it is. Everybody, like, randomly, like my neighbor and someone in the chat, and then just someone at the beach I was talking to, like, hey, have you read Dungeon Crawler Carl? Apparently it's becoming very popular because they just signed a deal with Paramount Plus to make a TV show out of the book. And I've been telling you guys for a long time, I've been listening to Lit RPG books, but apparently not the series that everybody else has been listening to. But Josh's wife, Danny, she told me, she was one of the people, she's like, you gotta check it out. So I just downloaded Dungeon Crawler Carl last night. and I just started it. The voice actor, I forget who the guy is. That's I can show you. It's like right on my phone.
6:46 p.m.
Oh,
Two notifications.
it's
Speech
super
volume.
slow mode.
95. Specifically, have you started reading the Dungeon Crawler card? Is there a method you
How
recommend to
funny
get
is
past?
that?
Ruby bullet.
And
What is the strangest place you have done a voiceover? Kimbo 14.
See?
7 of 9.
Kimbo 14
What is the
asked,
strangest
what's
place
the
you have done a
strangest
voiceover?
place I did a voiceover? And I told you about the
Audible.
doing it on the beach with my head in a cooler. Audible.
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Dungeon
by Matt
Crawler
Dinniman.
Carl by Matt Dinniman.
Chapter 3. Clips and notes.
Why isn't it going to tell me
Dungeon
who?
Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman.
Who's
More menu.
who's?
Playback destination.
It won't tell me the name of the guy that's
Share. Button.
reading it.
Close. Button.
No, I don't know. Whoever's reading it basically sounds like Putty from Seinfeld. He reads with his cadence to the point that I was like, wait, is this guy doing this on purpose? Like, he sounds just like Putty. But everybody loves this series, so I am excited to get into it and see if I like it. The main character has a cat
At
named
Streamlabs
Donut.
says if you join Pete on Twitch right now, at Pete Gustin, you will be able to earn channel points.
So that thing is it's Streamlabs. It's an automated moderator that's supposed to be helping out with any sort of spamming or anything like that. But it's also encouraging you to come on over and follow me at Twitch. I think we only got one new Twitch person tonight, which means we need more. Come on over to Twitch. Come to Twitch. Follow Pete Gustin. Be a part of the cool chat. Although Blocks was kind of crushing it on YouTube tonight. I mean, I guess I technically don't care where you're watching right now, as long as you're watching somehow. It's just that Twitch is repeatable because it's, people get the notifications. It's a live platform. It's specifically a live platform. And you guys got to redeem all sorts of points tonight. What was that, like 12,000 redeemed points? 4,000 for the taste test, 4,000 to try and get me to shut up, which I think I pulled off, and then another 4,000 to have me do the movie trailer voice for a while. And there's all sorts of other stuff, like all notifications and things that
At
happen
Anime
over there.
Olive says back home from Street Judah for acute lumen leukemia.
I don't know what you said, but I heard leukemia at the end, so that sounds bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, another person was right before I turned off the chat was saying having a hard time acclimating to real life after being on vacation. I hear you on that one. Like, I don't really take vacation anymore. I haven't really been on a vacation in about 10 years, but I do remember every time
Kimbo
I went on
14
vacation.
says LOL join the Twitch cult. We are much nicer than cults though lol.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll give you that.
At Ririmer 4978 says hi Sarah.
What's up, Riri?
I
How's
am
it going?
Ragu says Jeff Hayes is the one who leads Dungeon Crawler.
Lola Topors just cheered 200 bits.
Jeff Hayes.
Pete, have you ever tried kayaking, surfing, or ever wanted to try? It might be easier for your shoulder.
I actually think with the issues I've got in my right shoulder right now, the motion of kayaking might be kind of difficult. And I think you meant kayaking, surfing, like surfing a kayak, which I feel like I've heard of Jamie O'Brien doing that. Like he goes out there with a kayak and surfs it. I'm just trying to rehab. It's nothing. Unfortunately, I don't know if my shoulder is ever going to get fixed. I just did damage to it by lifting really heavy in my 20s and early 30s, and my ball doesn't fit in my socket anymore. Talking about my shoulder, so I don't know if it's ever actually going to get like fixed per se. But I'm managing it, and I'm trying to go out there and have as much fun as I can. I rehab it Monday through Friday, and then I surf Saturday and Sunday, and then rehab it all week. Someone sent me some new earbuds. It was a work thing, not a friend. And
Lola Topors just cheered 200 bits. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I was trying to think of ways you can still enjoy surfing with minimal damage.
I want them to invent like a surfboard that paddles itself. Like, how cool would that be? Like it's literally the only thing that I'm having a hard time doing is paddling. Like the surfing part isn't that hard. It's the paddling and getting out is the damn thing that's hurting my shoulder. Someone sent me these. These are Shure SE250 in-ear monitors. Just a friend of mine in the business, because they noticed that I just use these like regular Sennheiser earbuds. Oh, goddamn, I keep hitting the microphone. And I unplugged these, or I uncoiled them today, and I literally couldn't figure out how the hell to put them on. I think they're actually, oh god, they're a mess. I think they're supposed to go behind my head. And he said that this is clear. So, I mean, how clear is clear? Is this invisible? Can you guys not even see them? They're just invisible earbuds.
At Sonnet Hedgehog says how can he see the chat if he's blind?
I can't. I can hear it. Sonic. You'd think Sonic the Hedgehog would.
Absurdsage says they have surf experiences where you don't have to paddle, and it's not in a wave pool. Are you familiar with that at all? Mad Honker
Yes.
says they have rocket boards, but I don't recommend trying it.
No, I don't either. I can't even figure out how to put these things on my head. That seems like the right one. This seems like it would be the left one. Is that right? No, I'm
Sonich
doing this
says I
wrong.
mean no disrespect.
All right, hold on.
Joni BC says Brody, you already mentioned all that. Perhaps you might enjoy a channel dedicated to your
Lola
interests a
Topples
bit more.
just cheered 200 bits. It looks like it's an over-the-ear device from behind your head.
It is.
Also, have you
over-the-ear,
tried the Theracane?
Yes, I sit on the couch and use it every night. I love that thing. Why can't I figure out how to put these in my head? No, that's upside down, so it's got to be this one. The Theracane, which was showcased in the Blind Guy unboxing video from this Saturday, is like I sit there. It's so weird. It's such a weird contraption, but I sit there with it and just kind of like jam it in my back and my shoulder. I cannot figure this thing out for the life of me. If it takes me this long to figure out how to put on an earbud, I would venture to say, oh, maybe because it's no, it's still upside down. What's wrong with me? This has got to be frustrating for you guys. You're like, you're close. So let's see if it goes that way. And then how about this? No, that doesn't make sense either. No, wait, that would go over the back of my ear. Now, these are the most confusing earbuds I've ever seen in my entire life.
At Blocks98 tipped $20 through Super Chat.
But it didn't say anything. Blocks are just throwing money at me and just throwing money at me, not even saying anything. I love you. I'm now in love with you, and people throw money at you and don't say anything. I feel like an adult entertainer now. So it goes backwards, right? Thank you, Blocks. I appreciate it. Oh, am I getting it? No, that's not it. I hate these earbuds. SE250 Shure over the ear in-ear monitors. I mean, there's only maybe my left ear is I'm gonna try. Maybe I'll try the right one. One of these days, I'm gonna get this thing on. Here, you guys keep talking amongst yourselves while I try and figure out how to put in earbuds. I mean, if it takes me this long to put them on, they're definitely not useful for me. No, I'm about to give up. I literally cannot figure out how to put these things on in my head. It would go like that. Is that it? Is that it? Did I get it?
Dankmfangel 420 says
No.
I just kick violently till it figures itself out, Kimbo.
Can I kick these earbuds? Because otherwise, I'm not gonna. Oops.
At Blocks98 tipped $20 through Super Chat. Okay, I'm back. I originally wanted to gift another 20 for being mentioned by one of my favorite handsome blind YouTubers, but YouTube saw it as an insult and denied me the feeling of happiness.
No way.
I love you.
YouTube did not. I finally figured out how to put these things on. Thank you for the massive amount of super chats. Banana's going to be like, did you sell any boxes of Blind Penguin soap tonight? And I'll be like, no, but I got a buttload of super chats from Blocks. And she'll be like, well, all right, that's pretty good. So thank you for all the super chatting on YouTube. I appreciate it and love you, and I love your compliment. It's nice for people to tell me that I'm handsome because, I mean, how would I know? I don't know what I look like anymore. I could look like a troll, and you guys would, you'd be the only ones that know. All right, I'm gonna plug these headphones in. This better be worth all the trouble. Well, I got to unplug the headphones that are in there now. I can't hear anything. Okay, and now I've got this in. God, is it worth all the work? Oh, they're supposed to go behind your head. All this just so you don't have to see a cable.
Lola Topples just cheered 200 bits. Okay, Blocks, I see you. Are we in Donner competition now?
yeah. Lola's been the big time gifter for a while now. I hate these things. Now I can't figure out how to get this one on. Oh wait, there we go. All right, there we go. God, 10 minutes later, and now they don't even fit right. So it's gonna be Blocks versus Lola, and Lola's on Twitch. Blocks is on YouTube. It's gonna be a battle of the biggest fan. A battle of the biggest fan. Let's see if hold on, now I have to bend this thing. I think my ears are funny shaped or something like that. Maybe my head isn't made for these headphones. God, I'm actually there. I did it. How awesome are these earbuds now? They're supposed to be more comfortable. It's supposed to be easier on your ears.
Come over to Twitch. Let's have a fair game, lol.
Yeah, then you guys can battle.
Queen 1992 says, "Do use your ears like bats do?"
No, because I'm not a bat. I'm a person.
Sage says, "Funny shaped ears. Hilarious."
I mean, maybe I do have funny shaped ears.
Story says, "Only one will win."
Because there can be only
Matt
one.
says, "Biggest supporter. I wish I could donate more."
Well, it's not about who can donate the most. Although that does get Banana a little excited at the end of her night. She'll be like, "So how'd you do?" But she's
page 2C5G says they look good.
They feel very different. I've never had in-ear monitors before.
914 says, "I'm doing good to get onto YouTube."
All right, thank you. All right, now I'm like fixing my hair. Like, I need to make sure I look pretty for you guys.
14 says, "I put my money on Lola lol."
Well, Lola has. I mean, Blocks has definitely had the night so far, but Lola
says, "LOL, thanks, Kim."
Has donated like 500 subscriptions at like I don't know if you guys.
Donor 8929 says, "As a blind hearing aid user, put the earbud and then put the earpiece around the ear." At Studio 42,
I did it all wrong.
says, "I don't really have ears at all. Your ears are great even without comparing."
That happened to
James Gardner PZ3RL says, "How are you?"
Maybe I shouldn't call him out. Hey, James. And there's Crispy, which is not crispy. It's not crispy. It's crispy. But Josh, my surf coach Josh, knows someone who actually had their ears burned off in a car fire. I'm like, oh my God, that's kind of a crazy thing to have happened to you. I will say that these things are very sensitive. So I'm going to adjust the volume a little bit because I felt like I was whispering because they were super loud. All right, so there. I have now, I can never leave well enough alone around here. I'm always trying to change out all the equipment. So there, my new Shure, what the hell they called, SE250 in-ear monitors. It feels like a lot. I think I just missed the little earbuds there. But hey, if they give you a better view because they're clear and invisible, whatever that's supposed to mean, whatever that's good
At
for.
Studio 42, JZG says, "Oh my, I was just born this way. Treacher's-Collins syndrome."
I don't know what Treacher's-Collins syndrome.
says, "Do they feel comfortable?"
Oh, that's the no ears, I guess.
Lola Topples just cheered 200 bits. Yeah, I may have sort of given you about $5,000 worth between bits and subs.
Yeah, it was a lot, and she's not exaggerating. Like, she's not exaggerating at all. Lola came in, and you did so much, like you did so much that the people at Twitch were like, "Holy crap, your channel is blowing up!" And I was like, "Don't look too deep into the analytics, because if you just look at the overall, they'll be like, wow, you got a ton of money from your engagement and your subscriptions and everything went nuts." I'm like, yeah, but that was all Lola. So thank you for getting me on the radar again. Thank you for single-handedly taking this channel to the next level. They actually, the people from Twitch they're so supportive and so good and so nice and so helpful. All the text-to-speech options that I get to utilize there. I might, maybe, possibly be getting another night on the front page, basically because of all the excitement and all the action, all that you guys have been doing, engaging on Twitch, I'm one of the smaller creators at 850 followers. Wait, is that a hype train?
Lola Topples gifted 100 subscriptions to the community.
Okay, I wasn't trying to say that you have to do more. That's like another $600. I mean, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. Lola, all right, well, you win. not that I don't appreciate and love
Bloxyboy608 just followed.
And that's that. So Blocks, that's got to be Blocks from YouTube coming over. So welcome, and I bet you Lola will give you a free subscription.
Lola Topples just cheered 200 bits. Oh, sorry, my finger slipped.
You're like the guy at the strip club that just keeps dropping hundreds while everybody else is spitting out ones and like, "Oh, sorry, were those hundreds? I didn't even notice." Not that I would know anything about that. Not that I'd know anything about that at all. I mean, what good would it be? What good would it be for me to go to a strip club? I mean, I could have some stimulating conversation, I'm sure. Now this microphone, this is a very sensitive microphone, and now I've got a very sensitive microphone and very sensitive earbuds, so I feel like it's a lot. But we have yeah, this is it's unfortunately it's a not the most flattering name, but the people, the big supporters, the people that come in and support your channel a lot are known in the community.
Lolatopause just cheered 200 bits. Wait, you throw dollars at the clubs? I throw quarters. Dang, now I gotta go back and do it over again.
Ping, 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 ping. I don't know if they appreciate that. Not entirely sure if they would like that. But the biggest supporters on the channel is... Oh, you started a hype train.
Hype train started.
All right. So now, with the hype... I don't think we're going to get out of level 1 because you just dropped 100 subscriptions. $600. I'm going to turn on the chat. And you guys can come in and do the hype train thing with me.
Lolatopause says we are at level 11.
Lolatopause just cheered 200 bits. We are at level 11.
Okay, I figured.
When you... to the strip club for the smell.
Yeah, it smells amazing at the strip club. Just so enjoyable to smell the oil, the massage, the glitter oil, and
Kimbo
the sweat.
Says my last bits for a while for the hype train.
Thank you, Kimbo. I appreciate it.
Streamlabs says if you join Pete on Twitch right
no.
now, at Pete
I mean,
Weston, you will be able to.
It's reasonably good timing. Twitch is telling you to come on over and join because we're in a hype train. Number 11. We're not gonna hold on. I use this music too many times tonight. Let me give it different music. How about? Every song is banana, right?
Bloxy Boy 608 just cheered 1,000 bits.
Oh God!
You dare challenge me?
Bloxy Boy and Lola going at it.
We're on to hype train level 12.
Whoa!
Keep pulling that train.
So we got to level 12, working our way to level 13. And the crazy thing is, I am...
Lolatopause gifted a tier 1 subscription to Bloxy Boy 608.
Look at that, Bloxy Boy. She's gifting you stuff. She's tooling on you by being like, I will show you up and give you a free subscription. If we get past level 12, I think the notifications run out. I had to manually configure all of the different notifications that we're hearing. Hold on, I want another song. Not that one. How about that one? Here we go. I had to manually configure every single one of those notifications that you hear, and I never thought we'd get out of level 13. I was pretty positive that wouldn't happen. But then Lola comes in throwing ass loads of subscriptions around, and Bloxy Boy is trying to one-up, and, you know, the hype train's going a little crazy. See the fun that happens when you follow on Twitch? It's very exciting over here. Banana's gonna be like, what did you do up there?
608 says, what do I do?
Banana's gonna be like, what, did you take your clothes off? How'd you get so much money tonight? You do, what do? You hang out. You chat. You contribute. You be a part of the conversation. Thanks, Jenny. Thanks, ABC Jenny.
Absurd Sitch says my new favorite quantity is a slow.
Ass loads.
Says if you do cheer 200 no spaces, you get the message read.
Yes, it will read it.
He says I want a Pete Weston karaoke stream lol.
Oh God, I don't even think.
Fisherman 27 says wow. First talked about a strip club and now talked about taking clothes off.
Yeah, I mean, it's that kind of night. When people are throwing money at you like this, that's kind of what comes to mind. I'm super curious to know what the hell Banana was watching when I went in right before, like a half an hour before the show started.
Says if you donate 100 bits or more, you can get an emoji from a successful HIPAA train.
What's a a successful hype train? Yes, that's true. And that one, I mean, we got all the way to level friggin' 13. I would call that quite successful. But a half an hour before the show started, right before I knocked the surfboard down.
2521C1M says, hey man, been watching your videos for quite some time now. They always make me laugh.
Cool. Glad to hear that.
Thanks, Stumpy. Says crazy stuff is happening lol.
It is. It's when Nisha was here 2 Wednesdays ago, we had a hype train going. We didn't get to level 13 like we did in this one, but she's like, I love this. She's like,
Bloxy Boy 608 just cheered 1,000 bits. So keep sending money.
I mean, I guess it seems unfortunate that that's what Twitch makes you do. I do feel like a bit of a d-bag, like sitting here begging for money, but that's what the platforms need to make money. Like, I understand it. I'm here for growing the community, getting in touch with more people, having fun. Like, I don't need this because I've got a career, but Twitch wants you to make them money. So in order to get the hype train going and get your channel shown and stuff, the more that it generates, the more excited they get about you. So yes, technically.
Loltapause just cheered 200 bits. I keep slipping my finger.
I mean, money is what makes the world go round. Money definitely makes the world go round. So yes. No way. Did we get out of 13?
Loltapause gifted 50 subscriptions to the community.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a lot. You win. Lola won. Now. I think. No, wait, you did. You got us to level.
We're onto hype train level 13.
So we
keep pulling that train.
I think that's telling me that it says we're on to. I think we achieved 13. So yeah, when I hear that noise, this is nuts.
Absurd Sage just cheered 200 bits.
Thank you,
Money?
Absurd Sage.
No. Stop. Have pity on the man.
I kind of feel bad, like I'm not a professional streamer. This isn't my thing. I feel bad, but I love it too. I do. And Banana like I said, she gets excited. She's like, hey, if you're going to go in there for an hour and a half or 2 hours and make some extra money, cool. Then, then we can go. We are having a large party at the house, in about 6 weeks to celebrate the fact that we did get married, very low key. I'm not even wearing the ring again tonight. Didn't tell anybody about it. It was just her and I. But we are going to be celebrating and having a little party to celebrate the fact that we finally got married.
Loltapause just cheered 200 bits.
Thank you, Lola.
Don't feel bad, Pete. I just like seeing you do well over on Twitch.
Well,
it's really fun over here with the new games.
Yeah. No way. And we have to have gotten.
We're on to hype train level 14.
So we made it.
Pulling that train.
We made it all the way to. And I'm supposed to be doing the whole like music and voiceover thing because I keep thinking I'm like, there's no way we're getting to another level. Wait, I just played that song. Is this a song? I'm afraid I'm going to press a button that's not a song. No, that's not a song. I don't know what I did there. There's got to be another song here somewhere. Well, that's my ending / beginning song. I guess I can do this one again. What the hell was I talking about?
Loltapause just cheered 200 bits. Blocks said he is a freshman in college and works at a restaurant and told me that I am the goddess.
Well, then, you're working pretty hard to just be a part of this show tonight. Thank you. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of the Blind Surfer Show. And thanks to Absurd Sage, who just dropped bits for the first time and helped me to realize that for all the time I've been listening to your messages, it sounded like it was saying absurd sitch, like absurd situation. But I think it's Absurd Sage.
Loltapause just cheered 200 bits. We are hype train 14.
Yeah, we made it to 14, working on to 15, which is... I literally didn't even know that it went that high. I did not know that that was a thing. All right, I'm out of music because I wasn't expecting... Oop. Oh no.
Dankmfangel 420 just redeemed 90 seconds of only the text-to-speech chat. So
All right.
It's time for Pete to shut up.
I had a cooldown on that. And so how long have I been doing this for? All right, you did it.
Level for Pete Gustin karaoke stream.
So, 90 seconds.
7:09 p.m.
Set timer for 90 seconds.
Lalatwipa says, don't worry, I am a professional
90
sugar
seconds
baby.
starting now.
You guys, all you, say stuff.
At made Jess Brown tip $9.99 through Super Chat. I remember when Super Chats were the Margarita Fund. Oh, the good old days. Off to mod TikTok.
Thiglind Husband says Lola is the best. Angel3 Fry says congrats on your low-key wedding. Absurd Sitch says at Lalatwipas that sounds filthy, congratulations hahaha. Timothy Thexai says hi P, you should wave. Lalatwipas says lol thanks Sage. App Jenny says when you can talk again tell us about your big party in 6 weeks and getting married. Thiglind Husband says congratulations. At Ririmer 4978 says Lola, calm down.
Oh. You have to talk.
At SarahCam7808 says thank you, Thierry. Bagart the Great One says congrats. Timothy Thexai says OA words. Angel 3 Fry says Pete the Mime. Kimbo 14 says yes, tell us about the wedding, if you are comfortable doing so. Lalatwipa says wait, you mean I don't need to pay for you to hear me? Timothy Thexai.
At Crosby tipped $4.99 through Super Chat. I might as well put something in the pot, lol.
Stop it,
There we go. I made the 90
Lindsay
seconds.
says we want the details. Stop. Bagart one says lol.
Thank you. So Matea did a super chat. I got
At
2
Big
super
Bear
chats
RC
during
says
that
you're right
one.
back.
Thank you. Well, where'd you go? You missed like a lot. We got the like hype train 14 while you were gone, and then my main man Ma Dank MF Angel triggered the thing where I got to shut up for 90 seconds, which I didn't realize that was going to be so hard. I thought the hardest thing would be me doing straight voiceovers for 90 seconds, which it's hard to like think about what the hell to say, but staying quiet for 90 seconds is even harder because my radio instincts
At
kick
One Man
in.
Journal says Ayo Bruva is live.
Hey yo, who's Brutha?
Kimbo
Brutha?
14
Is that
says
me?
I wonder what the hype train emoji will be.
So does it give you a new emoji when you reach a new level? I mean, that's kind of cool.
At Big Bear RC says I just had to do something.
No, I appreciate that. I
Tommy
thought that was kind of cool.
5001 says hi.
And now,
Boggart the Great One just redeemed voiceover voice, activate.
Okay.
So it's time for Pete to break out his big voice.
I feel like I've been doing that a lot tonight. But you redeemed it.
Lolatopause just cheered 200 bits. I have officially gifted 658 subs.
Holy hell. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And I swear, if this thing, I feel like if this channel actually becomes like really successful, I know I have to do the 2 minutes of voiceover voice. I'm not going to forget. You redeemed it. I will do it. But if this thing ever becomes like actually successful, I'm going to have to do one of two things. We're either going to have to take a road trip and show up at Lola's house, or maybe kick Petey the Penguin off the couch and have Lola here, because if the channel is to be successful, someone that has dropped thousands of dollars and helped to have gotten the attention of the people at Twitch is definitely responsible for that. So thank you, Lola, so much. Hold on. So I'm going to do 2 minutes of voiceover voice because it was just redeemed. But tell me what the hell should I talk about? Yo, Tim. Tell me what to talk about.
Says, oh, I'm so glad.
Tell me what I should do for 2 minutes besides just do. I got to talk about something. Like the other day I explained how I caught a wave blind. And I need a topic. I can't just
Kimbo
be like,
14
blah, blah,
says
blah,
tell you all for helping get
blah,
a cute
blah, blah.
emoji.
I wonder what the cute, tell
At
me
Jenny
what the cute
says
emoji
6
is.
weeks party.
Okay, I can do that.
The
I can do.
says tell us a story of how you and Banana met from beginning to now. At
Mm,
One Man Journal says good luck. Love the content.
okay, I can do that. I can actually do that. I'll tell you how I'm. I'll tell you about our first date. Let's see. All right, now we'll do it. This is me doing it in the voiceover voice because you redeemed it. You asked for it. I got to go back to. I got to like program more songs. I was alone, living by myself, just me, 2 cats, and a dog named Superdog. I was working from home as a voice actor and not really getting out a lot. And I decided I wanted to meet someone new. So I signed up for a service online called Match.com. I came across a profile of a girl who sounded amazing, sweet, a caregiver, charming, funny, and had some pretty darn good pictures that even with my crappy eyesight at the time, could appreciate. I asked her out over the internet. She looked at my profile and had zero interest in me whatsoever.
Barry_Orlando just followed.
Thank you, Barry. She had zero interest in me at first and left me on unread for like 6 weeks, but finally decided to get back to me and give me a shot. I couldn't drive to the date, so I suggested a place close to my house, and I decided to ride my bicycle to our first date. I thought it would be a good idea to not wear a helmet because I didn't want helmet head, but I was running late to the date, and the wind was blowing in my face and made my hair stand straight up on end. which of course I had no idea about. So for our entire date, I looked like I'd just gotten off of a roller coaster. Despite that, the conversation was scintillating. We enjoyed each other's company. We had chemistry. And spent the entire night enjoying our drinks and food until it was time to go home. I went home and was literally buzzing from the experience, only realizing the next day that the beer I was drinking had chai in it, which contains a lot of caffeine. So I was also a little jittery because of that. But I also found the love of my life. There we go. How'd I do? Is that pretty good? I feel like that's pretty good. And it timed out really well with the thing too. That was our entire first date.
At Crispy111 says sounds like the start of a superhero going through like the city and showing the credits lol. Lalatwipa says that was really sweet.
Thank you.
Absurdsage says someone should edit this into a super clip video for the channel or YT something.
Oh, Twitch.
Jenny
Clip
says
that.
in 6 weeks he is having a big party because he got married.
Yeah, I don't know how much about that I want
Kimbo14
to talk
says
about.
that was great.
Thank you. There was a follow in the middle of it. If you are clipping, you have to like clip that out of the middle.
says I clip this content. I hope Pete you don't mind.
No, that's fine. So I didn't even know. I was unaware that
Timothy Thexai says Pete we love the way that you are lol.
Thank you. The clipping wasn't enabled for my channel. I only found that out when Lola tried to clip something yesterday. I was like, oh, I didn't even know it was disabled. So, yeah. And when I say what I just said the name of the platform.
At Cameron Minton 3291 says you rule man.
Thank you. And then I say.
Garth the Great One says perfect time for the voiceover voice.
Yeah. So thank you. So that one's kind of fun when I have like a topic when I know what to talk about. These headphones. So the fact that they're.
Deadpool Wolverine said hi.
What up, Deadpool Wolverine? Haven't heard you tonight. Thanks for stopping by.
says I will try and clip after the show.
I don't know if that one's.
says at Blind Husband I didn't know all that would fit in one clip. Nicely done.
I don't know if it does. I feel it only takes like 30 seconds at a time or something like that. The party in 6 weeks. I mean, I can tell you a little more. I don't know. It's Banana and I have been, I put not our entire life. I put a lot of our life on social media, but we try to have stuff for ourselves as well. Like she never asked for this. She also kind of hated it in the beginning. Like when I was walking around with GoPros and cameras and stuff running all the time, it was, it was kind of a lot, kind of a lot for her to be like, oh, so this is what we're doing right now. And she's just gotten used to cameras and, people recognizing us and all that stuff. But there are still private things that we have. So we got married very, 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 very quietly. Just the two of us. It was New Year's Eve. And, our families decided her family decided that they wanted to, be a part of that celebration. So we're going to be having a little old party here in a little while, in about 6 weeks time. And I don't know, I'll talk to her and see if she wants to share anymore, but it'll be nice for us to, we've been together. So that date that I just described, it was a Friday the 13th. We met each other on a Friday the 13th, and the year was
says hi and goodbye.
2013.
At Tapiwenashoniwa tipped 10 pounds through Super Chat.
Tapiwenashoni.
Hi and goodbye.
Hi and goodbye. I mean, thanks for popping in and dropping 10 pounds, which is like $14, I think. I think the Great British Pound is about 1.38 times the US dollar. So hi and goodbye. You can't ask for more. I was talking about, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I appreciate it. But before I came up here, I did stop in to say hi to Banana. She was making the Blind Penguin soaps. Buy your soaps now at blindpenguin.com. And she had something on the TV, and it was this woman. She's like, I don't know. People look at me and they're like, oh, she's just a stripper. And she's like, but I'm not just a stripper. I'm good at what I do. I set my own hours. I make my own rules. I was like, I don't know what you're watching, but hey, as long as it keeps you entertained while you're making the soaps down there. Why did I say that? Oh, because I've been sitting here tonight literally feeling like people are like chucking bills at me between Bloxy Boy and Lola and all the people. Matea came in and Kimbo dropped bits. Like everybody that's been coming in and dropping cash and bits and super chats and stuff. Like, I appreciate it. Not gonna lie, it does make me feel loved. I feel like you like me. You really, really like me. I'm not sure if I like these headphones though. The fact that they're behind my head and I'm leaning on them, every time I move, I feel like I'm getting like yanked from behind, which is not the most comfortable thing in the world. I might switch back to the other ones at some point, but now I probably have no idea where I put them. And the more equipment stuff I do, you guys know that always just goes so well when I'm messing with the equipment stuff.
Kimbo14 says you are loved.
Thank you. It's good to be loved. Oh, except for that one lady today. Oh God, there's this one lady today. I posted the video where I was talking about my
3291 said hi.
My thoughts on what's going on? My thoughts on blind advocacy. It was the video I posted on TikTok and YouTube 2 days ago, and it was on Instagram today.
The streams have been pretty stable recently. No audio, cutouts, nothing.
Well, except for the start of this show. Right before the start of this show, I had no audio whatsoever. I think I got on like at 6:01 because I was literally troubleshooting for like 3 or 4 minutes beforehand. But yes, I believe there's been no dropouts tonight at least, so that's good. Yeah, I was talking about my thoughts on blind advocacy, and I was basically just saying I don't rely on, I'm not going to rehash the whole thing, but I was basically just trying to say I try not to rely on others. I don't rely on the government to take care of things for me. I don't rely on companies to do things for me. And there's one woman, she's like, well, so you think wheelchair people shouldn't have advocacy to have the ramps so they can get up on the curbs? You think you're going to have to be stuck not being able to get up and down curbs? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? This is a woman on Twitch. I forget, or I'm sorry, on Instagram. I was like, I literally said, I was like, I'm blind. I'm talking about blind advocacy. I'm like, I didn't say anything about wheelchair people. I swear people hear what they want to hear, and then they just get like all grumpy about it. And then I got another guy's being like, oh, your success and your privilege is showing. You know, you wouldn't think that way if you didn't have money. And I'm like, yeah, you know, just think it through for a second. Like, I knew from a very young age I was going to lose my eyesight, and you know, now you're coming at me. I've been doing this voiceover thing for a very long time. I've been building my career for a very long time, and yet for a very long time I didn't have a lot of money. Like I was struggling. I was trying to figure out what the hell I was going to do. I was in a band. I was a comedian. I was doing some voiceovers. I was doing production. I was writing comedy, just trying to figure out how I was going to make a living. I knew from a very early age if I was going to exist in this world as a blind person. I remember my thought process when I was like 19 and 20 and I was in college, and I was trying to figure out how expensive it was going to be to try and remain independent. You know, because I had eyesight, at least had some eyesight, and I was able to like ride my bike around the city of Boston. That's like how I got around, but I knew it wasn't always going to last. I knew my vision would get crappier and crappier. And I remember thinking at 19, I was like, I'm going to need to budget, because this is way before ride shares were a thing. I'm going to need to budget for a driver. Like that's literally what I thought I was going to need to do. And then I was thinking I'm going to need to budget for like help, like someone to like do my grocery shopping for me. You know, fortunately technology came around and made it all a little more affordable. But you know, when I was building my career and realizing how expensive it was going to be blind, that was a path that I chose and a decision that I made. I was like, I need to work really, 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 really hard. And you know, I mean, I didn't meet Banana until I was like 36, 35, because I'd spent all of my 20s and most of my 30s, and even like the first 5 years, like she and I saw each other like a couple days a week, basically, because I just worked. But that was a decision I made, and it seems crappy now, like when I make a statement like that, and people are like, well, it doesn't count. Your opinion about being blind doesn't count anymore because you're successful and the rest of us are struggling. And I was like, well, first of all, not everybody is struggling. There are successful blind people out there. I hear from a lot of them all the time. So there was a generalization that I hear in the comment section all the time. But also like, yeah, man, I worked for that.
Timothy says, Pete, when did you first realize you were famous?
I still don't feel like that's a thing. Because
Nesverison says talk to text.
Yeah.
Figlin husband says he doesn't want you to, but go check out Penthouse J on YouTube.
No, stop it. Don't go look at my old music.
Says Jenny, I'm so happy for you.
Why can't that thing say Absurd Sage?
I'm a weird artist says I am. Dumb, I did not read.
It's so weird that it says Absurd Sitch, and it's
definitely. says he's never going to feel famous. He is super down to earth.
Yeah, the whole famous, the idea of famous, that just seems bizarre to me. Like I you know, especially like the time that I grew up, like now, like people on YouTube are famous. Like no, we're just a bunch of dinks who the algorithm happened to like for a minute. Fame to me is, I mean, I guess I'm getting approved by people. Like obviously people, you're all people, you're watching, you're listening, you're here. But in this world, getting you need the stupid algorithm to like you at first. And I was fortunate enough to be able to tell some stories that engaged some people and got some good retention time. And I just feel like fame to me, you know, growing up when I did 80s and 90s, like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone and Bruce Willis and Demi Moore and Pam Anderson. I mean, she kind of falls outside of what I'm about to say, but people that, and then, like comedians like Jerry Seinfeld and all these people that worked hard at their craft and got the approval of people. I feel like they were people approved, and they were good performers on stage and on camera and TV shows and stuff. Like, to me, I feel like that's a certain level of fame. I don't feel that. I mean, it's very bizarre for me and Banana to walk around, to the point that the place that we go on Wednesdays, we intentionally choose a place on Wednesdays to go to because we're kind of shielded. Not like I'm getting bothered left and right. I'm not Tom Hanks walking down the street, or trying to think of like a famous athlete or something, the LeBron James or something like those people. They can't go out, but it is a little. What's that one? That's good noise.
Lola Topors gifted a tier 1 subscription to Saracum 7808.
Hey, Sarah. Thanks Lola, for giving her the sub.
Saracum 7808 just cheered 200 bits. For those of us who have been here a while, we don't mind helping you stay humble. We won't let you think you are famous anytime soon.
I'm giving you like the 10-minute version of why I don't feel famous. Thank you for letting me know. It doesn't. I feel recognizable in this town that I live in, because I feel like social media does kind of point you out, or put you out a little heavier to your local community. But I do remember Banana and I. You know what? Okay, one moment that I realized I had a lot of reach. Banana and I were in Yosemite National Park. Yeah, I'll tell you this story and then we'll get back to the chat. We were staying at the Rush Creek Lodge, which if you're ever going to go to Yosemite and you want to pony up for an amazing experience, I would say go to the Rush Creek Lodge. It was incredible. And we went to the nearest hike to there, and we went to go hike to Carlin Falls. It was a 2-tiered waterfall, and we hiked in, and I think we passed 1 or 2 people on the way there, but for the most part, it was a pretty quiet hike. It was just me and Banana. And we get to the first level of the Carlin waterfalls. And there's no one around. And we're just kind of like, we had like a little snack. We're doing like a little mini picnic. And then another couple comes off the trail, and they decide to get in the water. Now the water was freezing. I ended up taking a dunk in it just because I wanted to experience it. But we're over on one side of this little basin past the waterfall. And there's, the only other 2 people in the world are on the other side of it. And this girl, she's just like, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you're the guy from TikTok, right? I'm like, what? Like, we're in the middle of the woods in Northern California at Yosemite National Park. And this girl's like, yeah, I recognize you from social media. Sorry to bother you. I was like, no problem at all. And then the next day we were doing another walk in Yosemite, just kind of like, I forget what it was. It was another giant waterfall that was dry because we were there in September. But we were just walking that area, and same thing. Some guy went walking by us. He's like, "Hey, Blind Surfer, what's going on?" I was like, "What? We're just like in the middle of nowhere, and people are recognizing me." Famous? No. Widely heard, widely seen. Yeah, I guess that's a thing. I feel like these headphones, the fact that they took an hour to get on, I'm feeling like obligated to keep wearing them, but I kind of hate them. They are not cool.
StrawGamer27 says lol.
I feel like I'm going to...
Kimbo14 says hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. I'm going to switch back to these ones. These are more comfortable. I mean, I kind of like the way I sound in my head with these things, but they are not comfortable. It's like a giant... Can you see? It's like a giant contraption. It's like a lot. I mean, it took forever to get in.
StrawGamer27 says Sarah. Hey.
Hey.
Sarahcom 7808 says hey, Kimbo.
Hold on. Where's the end of this thing? There's the end. I don't want to lose anything. If I permanently disconnect, I won't be able to hear anything. Unplug that. I can't hear anything. Oh, there we go. And now I'm going to get this stupid thing out of my head. I mean, yeah, those are clear, and they're behind my head, so I guess it's like less wires for you to look at, but holy cow, it is, I don't know how people get used to wearing those things. That seems like a lot of discomfort. Sorry, Shure. I know you make a lot of good products, but I'm not a fan of this one.
Timothy says it's that time of the night again.
Lola Topors just cheered 200 bits.
Yeah.
If you were able to take a vacation, where would you like to go without fear of needing to work?
I don't know. That's a hard thing, like right now. Like I don't, like the idea of taking, God, these earphones These headphones sound totally. I didn't realize how. I'll give you this for these ones I was wearing. The Shure SE 250s. Like, they were crisp. They were clear. They had a good sound, but man, they were uncomfortable as hell.
Electric Itties just followed.
Thank you, Electric Itties. Electric something or other. I appreciate that. Come on over. Come on over and join the cool kids on Twitch. Follow Pete Gustin. Where would I go if I didn't have to work? I don't, it's so different. It's such a different thought process now. Like, normally, like, people take vacation to go, like, see different things or experience a different culture. For me, like, a different culture in a different place is just kind of, like, stressful. Like, I don't know my way around. I don't know where I am. I don't know where the safe place is. I don't know what looks safe, what doesn't look safe. I feel like Josh keeps wanting to, he wants me to go to like a point break left somewhere because I'm a goofy foot, and a point break left means that you'd have a wave peeling left that you could catch. It would be a repeatable wave over and over again, which you cannot get around here, at least not without being super crowded. But I also, you know, now that my shoulder's all messed up, I don't know if I want to spend a week at a surf resort because I'll be able to surf like one day. Yeah, I'm not, and I know Banana doesn't want to hear it because she loves to travel, and she just took the vacation to Boston. I think she's possibly going to Hawaii in a little bit, so she gets to take trips, and I encourage that, and I'm happy for her to do that. I'm just comfortable and happy. You know, didn't set myself up in a bad spot here. Didn't set us up in a bad spot. We got a nice house by the beach in San Diego, great friends to hang out with, great places to go to. I mean, I'm pretty happy here. I suppose if I could, if someone could teleport me over to Greece, and maybe, because that's where my mom's family is from, maybe I'd like to check out the island of Rhodes, although I don't speak the language at all. I don't know any Greek, so I'd feel a little bit lost. But maybe that. Otherwise,
says Sarah. Hey.
Hey.
Siglin husband says Peggy's Cove has some of the highest tides in the world. Can you imagine that?
I don't want to drown.
Says I hear Greece is highly affordable.
Yeah.
He says, Pete, have you ever been to the Blind Museum in Israel?
No, I have not.
Sean Whittisel 7104 says, hello, I'm happy to catch a live. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming and stopping by and enjoying your first live chat or live show.
Says I would love to go to Greece. They have a lot of great food I would love to eat.
That's the funny thing. I'm Greek. I'm half Greek, and I don't even like the Greek food. Like, I don't like feta cheese. I don't like the Kalamata olives. I'm not a...
Kimbo 14 says Greek food is pretty good.
I like baklava, spanikopita, and the only thing I know how to say in Greek, yasu, is hello. I know that.
7104 says hello, I'm happy to catch a live. How are you?
I'm good. You just said that.
Ninja 201 says, do you know any other languages?
No, I know a little bit of Spanish, but I don't like to say I know it. Like, I know enough to...
Absurdsage says Opa.
Opa.
He says you should visit the island of Hydra in Greece. Cars are outlawed.
Really? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. That'd be great. Nowhere where I can get a place where I won't get run over.
Says my sis is going blind, but you gave her courage. 3.
That's good to hear. I wonder what the 3 was. Might have been a smiley face. I
Kimbo
do get
14
that.
Says that's interesting, Timothy.
I do get that message a fair amount. Like, people watch my video, and I remember, like, you know, when I feel like the microphones. I don't know. I'm like hyper. Maybe it did get knocked over when I knocked everything over today. I'm trying to figure out how to back it out of my. Like, I want to go over here. Like, that sounds better. I feel like when I'm right up on top of it, it's kind of a lot. Yeah, when I was first diagnosed with my blinding eyesight disease, like, there was no social media. There was no one to look to. There was just, like, this giant question mark of, like, oh, you know, what am I going to do? How's life going to go? So it's cool for me to know that people watch these videos and they're like, hey, look at that. The guy's still living his life. He's still doing things. And that's one of the, there's a handful of reasons I keep doing this. And that's one of them. The fact that I get at least a message a day. Sometimes 3 or 4 messages a day, people being like, and it's not even just blind people, like a lot of people like, hey, I see what you're doing. I hear your stories. And, you know, that helps keep me going. I'm like, holy cow, that's kind of awesome. Like, that's kind of awesome. And, you know, to tie it back to the question before, do I feel famous? No, but I feel like I've had the opportunity to touch people's lives and make like a real impact. Like, how cool is that? Like, just sharing my stupid story. And then I get to have an impact on other people's lives and how they live and what they think they can accomplish and what they think they can do.
Says Sarah, she is working hard every day, just trying to survive. She says hi.
That's probably a message from ABC Jenny through the blind husband to Sarah. That's me translating for you guys. I literally have no concept of time tonight. What time is it?
7:35 p.m.
7:35. I got on at 6. How long are my shows normally? I feel like I usually do about an hour and a half. I think.
Timothy Thexai says, yeah, Pete, I have a similar family member. My great aunt is the first professor of British Sign Language.
Oh wow, really? That's kind of interesting. The first professor of British Sign
says you
Language.
usually do about 2 hours.
Do I do 2 hours normally? I have no idea what the numbers are like tonight. I feel like the chat's been pretty active, but I have no idea. If you guys want to tell me what the numbers are, maybe I can stick around for a little while. I'm sure Banana's just downstairs making boatloads of soap.
Absurd says, wait, Jenny and husband are in H-Town. No way, hold it down, Cap.
Cap. Why Cap?
7808 says, say hi to Jenny for me. If she ever comes home, I'll take her out to brunch. Jenny says 18.
18? Is that Twitch?
says we are 18 over on Twitch.
I feel like we've been stuck at 18.
Says, D, your stories helped my sister feel better about her eyesight. She's going blind too. Felt scared, but your humor determined her to keep going. 3.
That's cool to hear.
Aesthetic Honeycomb says, said hi.
I feel like I want to get that
says
number
we in
up.
Niagara Falls.
I do love the. Yeah, I do. I love the fact that, we used to have like 0 to 1 on Twitch. I've been like every show at the very end, I get a little notice saying like average 18. It's like we have the like same 18 people there. But Kimbo, if you're still there, she was like working as a super cheerleader it was like my morning show. It was like my first ever morning show last Thursday. And she's like, come on over. We got up to 36. We had twice as many on a morning show, which is crazy. Yeah, we got up to 36 on Twitch, so I'd like to get a couple more over there. I get jealous. I do get jealous of the other creators that and I pop on to Twitch and they're like, I don't know why the dumb algorithm keeps feeding me people playing video games, and because that one girl I watched in the metal bikini doing math, I get pretty girls and people playing video games. And I'm like, what the hell is this? That's all I can tend to find over there. And then I realized that they've got like 12,000 concurrent viewers. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. And then I got 18. I love all 18 of you. I love you to pieces. Quite a bit. But it does seem like a large gap between 18 and 10,000. I do have oh crap, what did I just press?
Says, hey, legend.
I hate when I'm just reaching over and I touch some button and I don't know which button it is. I think I might have murdered the scene. Hold on.
Kimbo 14 says, hello everyone. If you're in Niagara and you have the means, I said, hey, legend.
Hey, what's going on?
Jenny says, I would love that. Lolatwapa says,
Lolatopause just cheered 200 bits. Oftentimes Twitch streamers raid each other and that's how you can get a ton of viewers at once. It usually starts by you raiding another streamer.
I still don't know how to do that. Maybe the end of this thing. You guys you seem to enjoy watching me do technical issues. I think I can possibly open up the app and try and figure out how to do a raid. I think LT did a raid on me once. He brought over whoever he had on his stream. But I honestly don't even understand the concept. I think you finish your stream and then you send the people that are watching your stream over to another one. But like, what if you guys don't want to watch that? Like, don't you still have the ability to choose? Like, I don't want to watch this other stream. I was watching that one and now that person went away and I don't want to watch it. So yeah, at the end of the show, when my voice gets tired and you get tired of hearing me, I will attempt some sort of a raid. It is the only thing. I have figured out everything else on Twitch. I've done like I feel like I've done a bang up.
He says if we don't want to watch it, we can leave.
Yeah, I guess that's.
Siglinderspin says then we just drop a quick chat and leave.
Okay.
Night Rider Ghost 1784 says hello.
Was that Night Rider
Kimbo
Ghost?
14
What's up,
says
Night
if you
Rider
don't
Ghost?
want to watch the other stream, you can just click off of it.
I guess that makes sense. You can't force people to watch it, I suppose. Yeah, it's not the most. I wish there was like a shortcut for it. Like all the text-to-speech stuff, I've definitely figured all that out.
Some people will leave, yes, but some will have interest and you might gain followers from their viewership also.
What if?
What if? Says Jinx lol.
I want to get one of those girls that has like 20,000 people following them because they're like just hot and standing there. I want her.
Says it's under Stream Manager, and then you click raid.
Yeah, I want her to come raid my channel. All right, you know what? I'll open it up.
Richmond 1031 says hi Pete and Banana.
Banana's not here, but I don't think she's listening either.
MR03 says hello.
Hello, but maybe I can tell you said hi. All right, so I'm going to open up Twitch. Using text-to-speech here. Then I go to my profile.
If you're ever in Toronto, HMU and I got you.
I go to settings, stream manager. Let's see what this is real quick.
Lolatopause just cheered 200 bits. If you started 15 minutes sooner, I could have had Kimmery Sky raid you with 112 people.
Well, I mean, I was trying to start 15 minutes earlier, but I got attacked by my surfboard. Damn thing fell on me. Let's see. So
says LOL, thanks.
If you were open widget, reward request
Blind
to.
Surfer
Open
PG sidekick
widget.
says, do you ever had a candy?
Open widget.
So sour.
Predictions.
You
Button.
just
Open
spit it
widget.
out.
Mod actions. Button.
mod
Gamer
actions. No.
4978 says, yeah.
No.
Now you
Open
are
widget.
back, Sarah.
Quick actions. Button.
Quick actions. That's
Open
probably
widget.
it,
Quick
right? I
actions.
need to speed this
Speech
up.
volume.
At Sarah Cam
100%. Screen recognition.
7808 says, I'm sure
Edit.
crispy.
Speaking rate. 75%.
Yeah, I need to jump.
Shield mode. Button.
Shield
Raid
mode.
channel. Button.
Raid a channel.
Cancel.
All right, I found it. So I'm not leaving yet. I'm just trying to figure out if I know.
Image. An illustration of the black and white lantern. No rateable channels available for your channel.
No rateable channels available for my channel. Is that what that says?
No rateable channels available for your channel.
Yeah, no rateable channels available for my channel. All right, so I figured out how to do it, but there's no one to raid.
4978 says again.
If I was you guys, I'd be upset. That there has to be like millions of people on Twitch right now.
Aesthetic Honeycomb says, you got this. Lol.
And
Lolatopause just cheered 200 bits. You have to follow channels to raid, but you can raid anyone.
well, it's literally saying there's no channels for me to raid. That means I'm trying to give you guys away. I'm like, here's my peeps. You can have them. And like, they don't even want you. They don't even want you guys. That's so mean. I'm sure it has more to do with the fact that I don't think I follow anybody, but I couldn't figure out who the heck I'm supposed to follow.
Lolatopause just cheered 200 bits. The mods can put in their username manually.
Okay. Well, I forget if you're a mod on Twitch. I don't remember if Lola is. Either way, I mean, I don't. Oh, there's another thing that the dogs are getting all excited about. Oh, I know that I can tell you. Hold on. Yes, there was a story that I heard in the news today that I guess I can discuss with you guys because maybe everybody can kind of relate to when you were a kid. There was a guy in Minnesota. Well, it was like 2 days ago. I just heard about it this morning.
100%.
But this dude was sick and tired of kids cutting through his yard on their bikes, and apparently they were cutting through his yard so much that they were like ripping up the yard. You could see like the bike track, and he said police got called eventually. That's where this story is going. He said that he yelled at the kids 100 times and told them not to cut through his yard anymore, and they wouldn't do it, and he said that they were doing it out of spite. Do you know what he did? Did you read about this? Did you hear about this? Dude went and made himself a homemade spike strip. It was like 5 feet long and had 40 some odd spikes in it, 1-inch spikes that he ended up anchoring the whole thing to a spot in his front yard. Let's hear what this is.
At May Jess Brown tipped $4.99 through Super Chat.
Thanks, Mateo.
Your lives were about 1 hour to 1.5 hours long.
That's
I'm
right.
got to go have a good night, Pete.
All right. Thank you for stopping by. 2 super chats from Mateo, who I think was monitoring TikTok, which I keep hearing from the mods. I believe that the most out of control platform is, strangely enough, YouTube Shorts. So way to go. That's the place where I'm like the most popular normally, but for some reason the YouTube Shorts people are crazy in the chat. Mateo was watching TikTok for me there, and I can't remember. I think I did get kicked. I get kicked off TikTok almost every time I talk. But anyway, the guy, thanks Mateo, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it. So he put this spike strip in his front yard, and he was doing it to deter the kids from riding their bikes. Now I feel like I can understand the brain of crazy people a little bit, not because I'm crazy, but because I dated some crazy people. Like a lot of the girls I met before Banana, I feel like could fall into that category. So I feel like I understand the mind of crazy people. And I feel like this guy put the spike strip in his front yard, and it like didn't even occur to him that some kid could actually fall on it and get cut to ribbons. I think he literally just thought, well, I put that out there and they won't be cutting through my yard anymore. But the police were called because there's a whole bunch of laws. Like it fell under, I think, trapping or hunting, and booby trapping or something like that. It's all very illegal, what he did, and he's going to be arraigned in later August, I guess. It would just be a misdemeanor, but like, I can't imagine someone actually thinking it all the way through and being like, yeah, I'm going to put spikes in my front yard and make sure the kids don't come through. It made me think, when I was a kid, there were 2 incidents it made me think about. I remember there was an area of the town that I grew up in called the Flats. It was just a very flat area, and all these big 3-story houses that were built like in the 1700s, late 1600s, like the Northeast is an old part of the country, and you could literally go from like backyard to backyard to backyard to backyard to backyard. And we were just, me and my friends were young. We were like, I don't know, 9, 10 years old, and we were like running through people's backyards and playing this game. And I remember running like full speed. And the next thing I know, I was on my back, like looking up at the sky. I'm like, what in the F just happened? Like, no, you've just been hit out of the blue. Like, I had no idea like what happened. And then I realized, like, I'm like, oh, my neck hurts. And I knew what I had, especially at like 9 and 10 years old, my vision loss had only like just started. So I thought I was seeing everything, and I was running through someone's backyard, and there was a volleyball net running. And I was short, I was 9 years old. Like, I barely had to duck. I'm like I'm running towards the thing, and I just kind of ducked under it, the bottom part of the mesh, and then the band that holds it. Like, I definitely cleared that. That's why I was so confused when I found myself staring at the sky. I was like, well, I definitely cleared the damn net. Why am I on my back? Turns out that the people, it was like one of the lines, ropes, one of the pieces of the volleyball net was like sagging. Like, the net went this way, the bottom of it was here, and there was a sagging piece of line or string or whatever you want to call it that I did not see. I was like running from my friends, trying to catch someone or run away from someone, I don't remember. And that thing like caught me in the chest and then rode up and got me right in the neck and totally clotheslined me, and thwomp, I landed on my back. And I remember the mom came out and she was like screaming at me. And I'm like, I didn't want this to happen, obviously. And I think, in retrospect, now that I'm an adult, she was probably yelling because she was like, oh my God, that was horrible. Like, but she was probably scared for me because, as it turned out, I had a cut. It literally went from ear, like across my throat and up to the other ear. And I remember it was summertime. And I remember I went to the boat club I was a member of the next day, and people were like, whoa, that looks like you tried to do something bad to yourself. I'm like, I know. I had to explain to everybody that's not what happened. I was just running through someone's backyard and caught a volleyball net in the throat. But it healed. When you're a kid, things heal pretty quickly. But yeah, it was a couple weeks. I was walking around with like a red, like, yeah, man, why is that 9-year-old kid so sad? Like, what happened to him?
That Sunshine 3900.
Zenostal just followed.
Thank you, Zenostal. I appreciate it. See, getting some people over there understanding that Twitch is where all the fun and excitement and text-to-speech is at, plus all the games we played tonight. We did a couple sessions of Make Pete Shut Up and a couple sessions of voiceover.
Absurd Sitch says that's why I won't live in New York or CA. Sidlin husband says if you follow some channels, then you can read them, Pete.
Okay, raid them, I think. Well, all right, I'll have to go find some. Maybe you guys can send me some quality channels to go watch. All I get fed is booby streamers, apparently. Like, I'm a guy.
Blind Surfer PG Sidekick says she was probably screaming because she got you almost decapitated yourself.
Yeah, I think at the time I thought she was just mad at me. I'm like, you're yelling at me, you're making it worse. But I think her fear factor kicked in. I think she was pretty upset because, maybe she even watched it, a little kid running through the backyard, then look, and she came outside like, you should have been in my backyard. I'm like, yeah, clearly, definitely. Yeah, if you guys got any suggestions of people that I should be following, you can email them to me. I do follow Kim Marie Sky.
He says sometimes laws are weird.
There's a law on the books in Massachusetts, and I forget the exact number. They call it like the blue laws. It's one of the old laws from the old days that I believe it's 8. Like, you can't have more than 8.
Saracom 7808 says it won't let me use the Pete to quiet option anymore.
Yeah, I put a cooldown on that. I think like once or twice per show or something like that. I didn't want to stay shut up for my whole show multiple times. Hold on, I'm going to turn the air conditioning here is like super cold, and I'll finish that blue law story in a second. I didn't want to yell into the microphone.
I set the upstairs to 77 degrees.
All right, so I had to make it a little less cold up here. Cold air is blowing at me pretty seriously. So yeah, in Massachusetts, they don't let, I think it's the reason that you can't have sororities in Massachusetts. It's because it's either 6, 7, or 8. If there's 6, 7, or 8 women living in a house together, it is considered by law a brothel in Massachusetts. At least that was a law that was on the books for a very long time. They might have repealed it recently, but I remember when I got to college, I'm like, why are there no sororities around here? It's because they wouldn't let a bunch of women live together. So yeah, I forget. Someone just said there's some weird laws in the books. Hi, hello, howdy do, how are you?
Bogart the Great One says OMG, lol.
I do wonder if
Absurd
that
Sitch
one's...
says GN at honks.
What? Something about honks. Honk,
Blind
honk,
Surfer
honk.
PG Sidekick says there are a couple of old laws like that. In Rhode Island, for a pickle to be considered a pickle, it must bounce, and any firefighter responding to a fire, it is entitled to a 5-gallon jig of rug.
What?
Timothy Thexai says in Toronto you can't drag a dead horse down yon street on a Sunday.
Well, I
Kimbo
mean,
14 says in Kentucky you can't keep an ice cream cone in your back pocket.
that's a
Matt
law?
Honker says they said good night honks.
Oh, that's what that was. Good night, honks. What? Why can't you keep an ice cream in your back pocket? Why would that be a rule? Like, why would anybody make that a law? I did find out.
YT says what's your favorite food?
I get that. It's funny. Like when I get to the end of the show every night, someone asks me my favorite food, and then I'm starting to get hungry at that point. And then you make me hungrier. You're like expediting me wanting to get out of here. I told you last time. Well, I didn't tell you, but the last time someone asked me, I told you.
Timothy Thexai says there's a city near me where it's illegal to have a purple door.
Why?
Kimbo 14 says the law about the ice cream is cause people used it to lure horses home. Blind Surfer PG Sidekick says in Florida. Saracom
Okay.
7808 says when do you steam LT?
I don't know when LT streams. I feel like I stepped on a bunch of his streams, but when I used to just do 2 days a week, and then this started getting really exciting and fun and rewarding and enjoyable, and I started streaming like every day. Although I feel like the one on Monday, I felt like the one on Monday was pretty slow, and I was planning on
Blind Surfer
sleeping
PG
in.
Sidekick says in Florida, it is illegal to sell your children, it is illegal to fart after 6 p.m. in public, and it is illegal to have X relations with a porcupine.
What? Those
Cookie
can't be
IYT
real.
says what are these rules, Pete? Magnolia Mike says it's illegal to sleep on top of your refrigerator in Philadelphia.
Why? What are these real? I feel like these.
Wyatt 615 says you the goat, Pete. You need
Yo.
to do a sleep recording.
What's a sleep
Kimbo 14
recording?
says why after 6 p.m.?
You want to watch me? Yeah,
The
why
Gwen
after
Husband
6
says
p.m.?
I like the 6 p.m. Tuesdays and Wednesdays and the 6 a.m. Thursdays and Fridays. That works.
Okay. Yeah, I think I don't know.
Says it's only a crime if you get caught and they can prove it in court.
But why would they do
Sarah
that?
7808 says all these things sound like a challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
3 says Pete, did you get your stuff fixed from a couple streams ago?
Seems that way.
He says I think there's a U.S. state where it's illegal to leave your donkey alone in a bathtub after 8 p.m.
No.
App Jenny says like
No
you're talking
way.
in a soothing voice.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Jenny says
that's
to
a
go to
sleep.
sleep.
Okay. I thought you wanted to watch.
93 says hello Pete, big fan.
Thank you. Appreciate you
Wyatt
watching.
615 says I just need you to talk me to sleep. Your voice is so
Okay.
soothing, bro.
I thought you wanted to watch me sleep. You know, Banana is very tolerant of all my social media nonsense. Like she's been a private person her whole life. She is not. She never looked for any sort of fame. She actually hates being the center of attention. And then all of a sudden she's married to me. A lot of eyes on me. A lot of eyes on us all of a sudden. And I thought you were saying you wanted me to fall asleep. I have heard about streamers do that. Like they do the whole day and then they leave the camera on them as they fall asleep. If I went and told Banana that I was going to have you guys watch me fall asleep, you would never see me again. She'd kill me. She'd be like, no, that is, now you've jumped the shark. Please tell me you guys know that reference. I thought that was a ubiquitously known, is that the right terminology? I thought that was a term that everybody knew, jumping the shark.
Blind Surfer PG
But
Sidekick
yeah,
says in
if
California,
I
it
was,
is illegal for a car without a driver to go over 60 miles an hour. And also it
Wow.
is illegal to hunt anything from your car, except whales. At Cookie IYT says these rules feel made up.
yeah, that one's made up.
At
That's gotta
Zachary
be made
Nintrop
up.
says first time seeing a live stream.
Hey,
Kimbo
we're just
14
talking about,
says the weird laws are fun.
yeah, bizarre
At
weird
Sunshine
laws.
3914 says talk me to sleep check. Wyatt 615 says in Oregon or something. Forget what state. It's illegal to kill Bigfoot.
Oh, I mean, I'm on board with that one. I think it should be illegal to kill Bigfoot. What's the old Mitch Hedberg joke? He's, his jokes are all pretty quick. He's like, I think the thing about Bigfoot is he is actually blurry. Like every time someone takes a picture of him, it's a blurry picture. No, it's not a blurry picture. Bigfoot is actually blurry. I like Mitch Hedberg. He was funny. Oh, Jump the Shark. I was saying if I was doing a stream where you guys watch me fall asleep, that would me be jumping the shark of social media. It's an old reference to Happy Days, which I always remember on my birthday every year. My dad tells me, he's like, I remember I brought your mother to the hospital and I sat outside in the waiting room and watched Happy Days, and then I got to go in and meet my son. That was back in the days when the man did not go into the room where the woman was giving birth. So my father was watching Happy Days. Well, my mom was giving birth to me. I hear that story every year, and it kind of makes me smile. But Fonzie, played by Henry Winkler, in an episode after many seasons, they had him water ski, and in the episode, he jumped over a shark while water skiing. And it was universally, that's the word I was looking for, not ubiquitously, universally recognized as the moment they kind of like lost the thread. Like, that was ridiculous. That was too much. Like, Fonzie water skiing in a leather jacket, jumping a shark, became known as the moment when the show just kind of like,
says
what
found
are
out
they
a few
doing?
months ago about jumping the shark.
Yeah, okay. So someone's at least heard about it. You've heard
Brody
about
Huggins
it.
J8K says, what is your favorite Nickelback song?
Oh, were you here in the beginning? Dude, Nickelback, they keep coming up in my workout playlist. My workout playlist is like, so when I'm working at the gym, I have like, I have, God, I got some bad music in there. I got like Riff Raff, Baby No Money, and Young Gravy. And then I have Run the Jewels and Snoop Dogg and Skrillex. And then I have like a bunch of stuff from like the 90s. Like a bunch of like Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots, Nirvana. And then Nickelback keeps coming up in there. Dude, the thing I remember about them is they got super popular in, what the hell year was it? This is how you remind me of what I really am. You know, that was like a super popular song. Like, everybody was listening to that. But dude, every time Nickelback comes up in my workout playlist, it's a song about a stripper. It's always a song about it. Like, every song about them is either a stripper or like a bad girlfriend, or a cheating girlfriend. It's like the guy is obsessed with extremely hot women that either treat him badly. Chad Kroeger, that's the name of the singer of the band, Chad Kroeger. All of his music is about like dirty hot women. And it to the point that like, I almost feel like uncomfortable listening to it. I'm like, this guy is obsessed talking about this stuff. I mean, they do write some catchy tunes, which I think my workout wants me to work out to it. But God, like, get over it, dude. Like, I'm sorry. I feel like hot women treated Chad Kroeger poorly, and he just doesn't know how to express it. So he wrote every song about it. That's my thoughts on Nickelback. All right, where are we at?
7:57 p.m.
7:57 p.m. That means I've done 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. And also, me talking about Nickelback killed the chat, I think.
At Brody Huggins J8K says, I really love your content.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, I am going to go see how Banana is doing.
Says BB No Money's La 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 is a jam.
Yeah,
At Jonathan
right?
Nails M8K says, yes, some of their songs are pretty odd.
Baby No Money does some good music.
Lola Topors just cheered 200 bits. Thanks, Pete. It was a fun time tonight. Have a good sleep.
Yeah, Lola, like you stepped it up big time. I feel like you might have crushed Bloxy Boy, but not to say I don't appreciate. Oh God, I'm sorry when I do that. I feel like everybody that's listening all at once is like, oh, you hit the microphone. But I appreciate everybody that stopped by and contributed, did bits, did super chats. Kind of a hot night for that. Now Banana's going to come in tomorrow and everybody's going to be like, I'm spent out. And she's going to be like, I thought this thing was popular. Thank you, everybody. I will be back tomorrow. I think I might have some news from Twitch in a day or two where they're going to give me some front page. Maybe, if we all are good and act nice and do everything right. Let's see, I'll fire this off. But the plan for right now is to be back at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Brooks should be where my chicken is. Banana should be where Petey the Penguin is at a certain point. I'll put the chat up for a minute or so while I walk out of here and go turn things off.
Bye, everybody. Have a great night.
And by turn things off, I mean...
Tuesday says, Lola, you could do so much good giving to a non-profit. St. Jude's Hospital, Children with Cancer,
there we go.
United Way, Habitat for Humanity.
People choose to spend their money in whatever way they choose to spend it. And thank you to everybody. I appreciate you.
Says that sounds like work. At Jenny says, how do you know she doesn't? Why at off 615 says see yappy. Timothy Texai says fun New Zealand fact. They don't mint their own money. All New Zealand bills are minted in Canada. Kimbo 14 says.